So you mentioned reading the Quran to teachers earlier. How did you start your journey and what interested you to learn this particular science?
So growing up, alhamdulillah, I grew up in a household where my parents taught me the basics of Islam. You know, how to pray 5 times a day, read Arabic, fast during Ramadan, and stuff like that. It was only after I went to King's College, London, to study my BSc that I found some great friends in the Islamic Society and found out how deep the religion of Islam really is. From then on, I've always made it a priority to learn more about it. I then got a basic knowledge of all the sciences like fiqh and aqidah. And then one night at Maghrib time, I was with a group and then they asked me to lead the prayers. I was speechless at that time. I humbly and quickly declined. Later that night, when I was back at home, I reflected on that moment. And I thought, how have I learned about Islam, yet am too embarrassed to recite the very words of Allah? I was so ashamed of myself, and it was a turning point for me as I made it a goal of mine to perfect my recitation. After studying with qualified Qaris, Qurra, I realized how many mistakes I was really making, how many bad habits crept into my recitation, and my learning from madrasa teachers unfortunately wasn't enough. Once I started learning, I started loving it more and more. My intention then changed from learning it to be able to lead Salah in Jamaat to passionately reciting because I loved the words of Allah. The hadith, خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ تَعَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنَ وَعَلَّمَهُ. The best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it. This hadith has changed my life, and I realized this is what my life needs to revolve around. I continued to learn and become a teacher of it and understood the depth of recitation, leading now to mastering the other qira'at as well.